Welcome back to the Stories for Kids. So today we'll read few stories from 365 Moral Stories book. So let's read for 15 minutes, and these stories you can listen before your bedtime, because if you listen to those stories before your bedtime, your brain got lot of ideas, and when you sleep it actually boosts your brain power. So it's very important, if you are an adult who is listening now this podcast, or maybe watching this YouTube, it's very important that you let your kids to watch or listen these stories before their bedtime or any of their free time. So with this, let me start the first story, which is The Foolish Lion. A lion was very proud of his strength. All the animals in the jungle were afraid of him. He ordered that every day one animal had to come to his den to be eaten. Otherwise, he would kill them all. The hare didn't want to be eaten. He thought of a plan to stop the lion. On the day of its turn, the hare reached the lion's den very late, looking worried. "Why are you so late?" the lion roared. "Your Majesty, another lion who looks just like you stopped me on the way," the hare said. "I had to save my life and run." "Is there another lion in the jungle which looks like me?" asked the lion. "Yes, sir," the hare said. "He says that he will eat up all the animals." "Where is that scoundrel?" the lion roared. "Take me to him." The hare took the lion to a deep well. The lion peeped in and saw his reflection. He mistook his reflection for another lion and jumped in. That was the end of the foolish lion. After all the jungle animals lived in peace. Moral: there is no use of being strong if you are foolish. The next story is The Foolish Dog. There was once a dog who lived near a manger. Every day he would see the cows eat hay. One day he sat right on the top of the hay. A cow requested the dog to move so that they could eat their hay. But the arrogant dog refused. The cow complained to the bull who was standing nearby. The bull gave the dog the chase of his life. The dog never dared to enter the manger after that. Moral of the story is, minding your own business is the best way to be. So the next story is The Arrogant Mouse. One day, two mice were fighting on the top of a thatched roof. The stronger mouse kicked and pushed the weaker mouse. The weaker mouse fell off the roof. The stronger mouse was so happy with his victory that he started dancing on the roof. Far away, a vulture spotted the dancing mouse. It swooped down and caught the mouse in his claws. And that was the end of the arrogant mouse. Moral of the story: arrogance can harm you. The next story is The King's Nightshirt. There was a very clever thief named Dicey. He never got caught. All the other thieves were jealous of him. They challenged him to steal the king's nightshirt. He will never be able to do it, they thought. To their surprise, Dicey accepted the challenge. He crept into the king's chamber at night, carrying a jar of ants. Dicey opened the jar near the sleeping king's neck so that the ants would get into the king's nightshirt. On being bitten, the king quickly removed the nightshirt and fled. Dicey won the challenge. Moral of the story is, if you are clever, there's always a way. The next story is The Crooked Tree. There once stood a very crooked tree in the jungle. It was always sad because it was surrounded by beautiful trees that were very shapely. One day, a woodcutter came to the jungle to examine the trees. He cut all the trees except the crooked one. "What will I do with this tree?" said the woodcutter. Then he looked at the crooked tree. That's how the crooked tea was saved. Moral of the story is always be happy what you are. This is very important moral. Sometimes we try to complain that why we are like this, why we are not like something else, someone else. So, but always remember the way you are, that is the best thing happen. The next story is The Proud Moon. Thousands of years ago, the moon was very proud of its beauty and started disregarding the sun. Even when the sun rose in the morning, the moon refused to set. God decided to teach it a lesson. The beauty that you are proud will chip away for 15 days a month until you disappear. Then you will reappear. God told the moon. Since then, for half a month, the moon would get smaller every night. So, moral of the story is don't be too proud or you could get into trouble. The next story is The Ignorant Rat. A baby rat stepped out of his hole for the first time. He met a rooster with a sharp beak. "Oh, what a dangerous creature this is," he thought, and scurried away. He went a little further and met a cat. "These creatures look so cute with its soft fur," he thought. He was about to go ahead and pet the cat when his friend came and dragged him away. "Cats are really dangerous," the friend scolded. "Never go near him." Moral of the story is don't judge a book by its cover. So that is also very important moral. So now I will be reading the last story for this day, that is The Horse and the Ox. A horse and an ox went to war with their master. During the war, the horse had to carry the master everywhere and had a lot to work. On the other hand, the ox didn't do anything. He just lazed around and teased the horse for working too hard. When the war got over, the horse relaxed while the ox had to work a lot. Now the horse looked at the ox and smiled. Moral of the story is don't mock people who are going through difficulty because everyone has bad times. This is also very important, kids. Whenever you feel that something is happening to your friend or some of your relatives who are going through some difficulties, never ever mock them because you may also have to face the same situation. So with that, I'll be ending today's story time. See you in the next story time day and read the stories every day. So every day 30 minutes reading story will help to boost your creative thinking. And if you want to know more about creative thinking, please see the below link and book a trial session so that I can show you how you can improve your creative thinking or how Creative Thinking Academy can improve the creative thinking of your child. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.